Hello everyone, Aspirin here, Comic 101. Of course, we're going to do another review. This time we're going to do those half-shell heroes. And they're finally on their, I guess you call it a second series, because I finally got them complete. Now, I'm going to do the review with Baxter Stockman and Slash. These two come together. These are my favorite. And honestly, I think Slash has a better looking face than the regular basic ones because it's so freaking small and I hate that small head looking thing. But this one, his head is actually a normal size of his body. And yet you can see the details so much better than the regular one. So much better. So much better. Baxter Stockman just looks like just like a little plain looking character. Not as cool as the basic one. The basic one is hell of a lot better than that one. And then it has Snakeweed, like that. Not quite what I would picture Snakeweed to be PG, but it is cute. I like this a lot. This is my second choice right here. They kind of cover up the heart and everything. But it made the arms a little bit more easier to play with instead of bendable. And of course he comes with, where is he? It comes with Spider Bite, which it looks like the regular Spider Bite that we have right now. But is it just me, or does Coolio pop in your head? If you have no idea who Coolio is, look him up because he kind of reminds me of Coolio. The small version, though. Because they didn't really paint the pieces right here because it's supposed to be like lime green, but they didn't do it, so it kind of looks like Coolio. Just popped in my head recently. Yeah. And then, of course, finally, because like I said, those were going to be the one I was going to review only, because I couldn't find the other ones, but finally, I found these ones. Tigerclaw looks kind of cute, kind of crazy looking. I like him a lot. Doesn't come with no accessories, so because there's moms out there, like I told you in the story before, that my friend's mom didn't want him to play with turtle toys or anything that has to do with guns. His little gun. It's like whatever. So hopefully his mommy will actually will let him play with this one because there's no gun involved in it. He didn't come with no accessories whatsoever. Actually, none of them came with accessories. Well, besides Slash, and of course the Newtralizer. Looks really weird looking because his nose is, well, he actually has like a little nose thing going on, but he had no smile on this one. But according to the picture, the front part is supposed to be all red, but it's actually kind of like an orange color. No accessories for him as well. They didn't paint his feet or his back of his tail. Surprise, surprise. But I like this a lot. This has to be my favorite one. Well, Slash is my first favorite. Newtralizer is my second. Spider Bite is my third. Snakeweed is my fourth. And Baxter Stockman is my fifth. And then Tigerclaw. But as far as right there, we're going to do some review on those guys. There will be a lot more. Pete, the pigeon, is actually coming out for both turtles, for regular basic one and what do you call it, accessories for this one right here. So we got a lot more coming out. I'm keep my eyes open. Hopefully you too. Keep your eyes open. If you see anything, feel free to give me some news. If you find something really cool. Haven't found Karai yet. Really weird. Everybody else is buying her, but I still can't find her. But I'm trying. I'm doing my best on that one. So alright, let's get on with the review, and don't forget to check out Fighter Corners. Look, every time you see a video, scroll down where all the information is at, and it will have Fighter Corners a link right underneath that one. Take it straight to their Facebook, and check them out. Anime, toys, video games, comic books. I mean, they have it all, old school and new school there. Very cool place to go visit. And you're visiting California for the very first time, that's the place to go check out. And it's cheaper than, the other place, which I'm not going to mention their name because, yeah. And, of course, my buddy Jerry Tomato, check him out as well. He does toy hunting, not just turtles, but everything else as well. Really cool stuff. He does contests and everything. He's a really cool dude. Very chill, like I said. If you like his work, subscribe to him. And I will put all my other what do you call it? My other sorry, I can't even think today. It's been a long day. My other what do you call it? My other series of the hash out heroes as well underneath this one. I didn't do all of them. I got a lot missing. Maybe I might add on with this one. I don't remember which one I did. I have to go look on my own channel, because like I said, when you have over 500 reviews, or maybe at least if you have a lot of reviews of toys, there's sometimes you forget what you review, so you have to go double check. I'm pretty sure everyone went through this before on their own stuff. I'm still going through it. It's like, did I review this? Or did I not? I can't remember. And sometimes I'll be doing a review, and then when I go online, I realize I already did it, so I have to delete the new review. So, yeah, I'm thinking about just adding on the rest of it, the toys, if the ones I haven't done yet, to get them out of the way, because I'm pretty sure they've been anxious to be reviewed. So, yeah, let's get on with the up and close review, shall we? Alright, so let's do up and close. I was being a pain in the butt over there. Alright, so let's see. We did Leonardo. We did Michelangelo on his skateboard. Let's put it up here. Okay, put that right there. I think I did. Yeah, I did those two. Stay. Let me open these up. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna bring out the equipment or anything like that. There's Donatello, and then Leonardo, and a Donatello. Let's see what else we got. And then, let's see, we got Michelangelo, and I think that's, no, there's one in here, and Raphael, where's the other one? There he is. And then we got the other Raphael. Let's just put you guys over here. Okay, we got all that. And then I think it was I guess it was my first one. Did a Casey Jones with MetalHead. I think this has MetalHead has been my favorite one right there. And then we did Fish Face with Dog Pound. Not a big fan of Dog Pound, how he looks. It looks kind of silly, kind of goofy. They did a really good job in the paint job. That has to be the worst paint job for them for doing this. But Fish Face came out perfect, like amazing. And now we did, let's see, I saw the picture where we did Krang and Leatherhead, which is my favorite one right here. Love it. Totally love it. And then but yeah, I did it. Okay. And then I did Shredder with his Foot Soldier. I'm waiting for him to release Foot Soldier solo, you know, so you could do it normally. But now we do these guys. I'm gonna do the first one, just get this one out of the way. So I got Splinter. That comes with April O'Neil. Now, Splinter doesn't really look like a rat, actually. Looks more like a puppy. Or a weasel or something like that. They could have done a little bit better on the paint job on his fingers. But I like the fact that he has arms like that and it's ready to fight. Didn't come with a nice walking stick or anything like that. They didn't paint the belt. Ugh. They didn't paint his tail. But they did paint his feet, which that's a plus because they didn't do much on that. But as you know, the arms is your typical movements: out, forward, head moves. Doesn't have that ball thing though. Feet does not move. As you can see right there. It looks like a puppy. April, however, looks kind of weird. I don't know. She kind of reminds me of those Legos toys because of the neck. How the neck thing. They didn't paint the top of her head, the little thing that holds her hair back. They gave her a red fan instead of a black fan, because remember, that's supposed to be her eyes. Somebody's not watching the show. Her movements, I mean, kind of sucks a little bit, because you can't really bend it too much. I mean, you can move his arms over here, which is not much of a problem. You know. But yeah, I think April looks kind of weird. I don't know, it reminds me of some other toy. Not quite sure. However, I don't know if you can see that. 2014 Viacom. Playmates, which guys remember, kids. Playmates toys, because if you put down Playmates only, you're going to get a dirty website. So Playmates, seriously, get with the program and stop it. Put the whole word in there. Guess unless you're on budget and it takes really, much money to do it. Same thing over here, 2014 Viacom. I don't know if you can really see it. That's like really fainted little letters right there. You can see that. But they're made in China. So these are all right here above all series 1. Okay. Not including the sewer, because I don't think she's ever gonna let me have the sewer because there's no room. I would love the sewer. I'm hopefully I can find the Shredmobile and the Turtle Van or the Shellraiser for these guys. I would like to get those and get my hands on those. Woo! That scared me. So I like to get my hands on those vehicles and review them as soon as possible. Okay, so we got all those down. So I did all these, and I'll put these link underneath this video so you go ahead and check them out. But I would have to say that April and Splinter has to be the worst paint job, worst toy out of all of them. My third worst one I would have to say is Dog Pound. I'm not a big fan of how they did that Dog Pound. And after that one, I would have to say the regular Raphael, because his bike does not work with the crowd. Seriously, when you watch the review, you'll see how horribly they made that. Everything else seems pretty cool. Oh yeah, and when you see this review right here, this bad boy right here, yeah, he's supposed to be on a boat. And when I reviewed it, the boat sank. It didn't even float. It was too heavy, and it just tips over. So there was no purpose behind that vehicle. But the toy is very, very sweet. I love the toy. Everything else is fantastic. I have no complaints on them at all. Skateboard from Mikey was cool and everything. Donnie's vehicle, Donnie's bike, they're all pretty sweet actually. So I'm going to put this over here. And now we review Baxter Stockman, second series. Now this guy right here, does not come close to the regular Baxter Stockman. I mean, the wings are right here. I mean, I don't know. And of course, they instead of making a black guy or a brown skin guy like my color almost, they made him gray instead. And yes, he does have a mustache. His little fangs are right here on the bottom piece. They kind of changed this piece right here on top of his head because it kind of looked like something else. I'm pretty sure somebody knows what I'm talking about. But they PG it, so that's okay for the children. I mean, the color of the eyes is not too bad. I actually kind of like how they painted it with that color. Of course, a little afro thing going on, which is really cute. The wings does not move whatsoever, so you can't really worry about the kids breaking it. The arms on this side, of course. The feet. Everything's still the same, same movements and everything. As you can see, this one, 2014 Viacom Playmates. And noticing on these things is that they're changing the made in. Like, let's see. Let's see what this would do. Yeah, because like some of them actually will say made in California, and it'll put the dates on there. But lately, they've been changing them around, and they're actually showing 100. I don't know. Remember, I can't say pronounce the city, but this one they're actually showing Hong Kong, made in China. The HK China Hong Kong thing. They're actually putting those on there, stamp on them lately now. I guess that's a new place for them to make their toys and everything. But yeah, I've been noticing that lately. Like why? Because I bought. Well, you'll see soon. I bought another mouser, another print. One of them, the first print, will actually have made in the California. And things are moving behind me. Hold on. Alright. Kind of stopped. Yeah, something on my sewer on top was moving a little bit. Anyways, it stopped. So, yeah, so the second print, it actually has made in Hong Kong and not California, so now we got those to worry about, or not really worry about, but keep your eyes open. So anyways, Baxter Stockman comes with my personal favorite, ultimate favorite, is Slash. Now the color for Slash is actually pretty freaking sweet. This is so cool. I really love how they made this. The color is beautiful. I like the fact that they didn't make his weapon the same color of his skin color, because I was not a big fan of that. But I like the weapon black, like this. They made his head bigger than his body instead of that little ECB little crap one. I really hate that. They didn't paint too much of his spikes or anything like that, but it's not much of a problem. But on top of his head, they actually painted that, which is good, very good. So yes, the detail on Slash is fantastic. The shell's great. They didn't paint the bell part, of course. But the weirdest thing, but I really love it, is that the belt and his legs part, the wraps, are actually painted dark black metallic. It's like it looks like metal. I mean, the arm piece, like for his hand, it's not like that, but he's the only one compared to Shredder. Because like Shredder metal piece right here is actually painted metallic also. But some reason that his legs and his belt is more metallic paint job than Shredder and Krang, because Krang doesn't even have that kind of paint job. But oh my god, like I said before, I love shiny object on toys and paint jobs and everything, and this just blew my mind. Like wow, I couldn't stop staring. I was like, wow, dude, that's a real trip. So yeah, that's really cool. Actually, move the camera a little bit more. But yeah, check it out. I mean, that's a really cool paint job. Oh yeah, they didn't paint his toenails, but still, I think this would have to be my ultimate favorite Hash Out Hero toy ever. So, thank you for making Slash looking like that. That is so cool. Put you guys back here. And then we put you over here. And now we get, let's say, Spider Bytes. Coolio. There he is. Like I said, he looks just like the regular Spider Bytes. They give him more of eyes, though. His teeth, it's fantastic. It doesn't look like you hurt a kid. Don't worry, parents. You know, the teeth kind of have that 3D effect, but it won't hurt their fingers. It's not pointy. You size it down. His arm's a little bit loose on his left hand. So, it's not too much problem, though. But, yeah, like I said, it doesn't have no accessories whatsoever. They didn't paint the venom part of his leg part up here, which is why it makes him look like Coolio. The feet does not move whatsoever. They didn't paint the back part like the regular one, but it's not really a big issue, actually. And this one says Viacom, and it has a made in Hong Kong one. Now, does yours have a made in Hong Kong, or does it actually have made in California? Please put your comments down on that. But he's a pretty good size, really small, so not much of a problem. And I think Spider Bytes looks fantastic. Now we grab. So who did he come with? Oh yeah, Snakeweed. There's Snakeweed. Of course, just the size not painted with the meat and bones. That's what I'm kind of hoping they will do in the regular one is actually have his skeleton legs, because in the cartoon, you know, when he rips his legs apart to walk around, they actually show his the bones on the side, which is so cool, so amazing, so graphic. I love it so much. I mean, you know me, I love my creepy, crawling kind of creepy stuff and everything. But of course, they kind of PG-13 it, but it's still look cool. It still has meat. This one doesn't have his meat on his leg, and it doesn't show his heart right there. This looks like a leaf. His arms are not totally as long and skinny like the other one, which is okay. But they actually painted the inside, because the other one, I don't think they did with the other one. I had to double look at that one. But no, this is actually really cool looking. I think, and I really wish they stopped doing the web thing, because it looks kind of stupid when they do web thing. Because like this a little bit. How they made a sigh. And now in the picture, there's no web. But they put web on there, I guess they're afraid they're going to poke themselves or get their finger caught. I don't know. I don't understand kids sometimes. Their parents who have those kind of parents, or kids who have those kind of parents, you know, the whole I worry 24 hours kind of thing. Like over simple stuff. But like this one, they should have taken off the web part for his antlers. Or his antenna, I should say. But kind of, I don't know, just kind of reminds me of another toy. I can't remember. I can't even think of a toy that he kind of looks like. But the other parts of him, like the other arms, are actually attached to his head, so they move with his head. But the thing is, his head doesn't move too much because his arms actually blocking him, so he does a little bit turn. Arms does, you know, a good stretch and everything, no biggie. His little feet looks kind of cute like that. And 2014 Viacom, made in Hong Kong. Really don't think you can see that one. That's really small and really bright color. Someone keeps asking what these are prints for, the numbers. These are like serial numbers. So they actually know, you know, I don't know how to explain it. It's just a serial number, that's what we call it. So if you want to order these toys, they had to say the number. Oh, give me 3.3645, whatever. And they actually, I guess that's where they show them where in the warehouse where to get it, the parts and all that stuff. Anyways, here's Tigerclaw. I'm 50-50 with him. He looks okay. Kind of looks like Heathcliff in a really angry mode. But his arms are very, very, very long. But I was hoping his arm would bend, but you know how they don't bend, have joints or anything like that. But it looks pretty cute. They didn't paint his little cut tail. I guess because it might look graphic towards kids, but you know, you gotta have his cut off tail. Head moves. Arms does the same thing. I mean, he's not too much of a problem. It doesn't look too bad. And then I got 2014 Viacom, made in Hong Kong. I wish you could see that right there. Sorry, Raph is splashing in his tank because he's hungry. I just fed him. He's just a little fatty, man. So there's right there. He's a little bit taller compared to other characters, the new ones and everything. And my ultimate favorite one right here. I just love how he looks. And he has a big nose. Look at that, little big nostrils right there. But it's not a problem. It looks so cute. They kind of PG the skull face on his chest. His belt does not move like the other ones, like, you know, it's all rubber and everything. Just actually built in, and luckily they painted them, so it's not a big deal. They didn't paint the one around his ankle, like the original one, and they didn't paint the back piece right here or the tail part, but it's still pretty good. I mean, you gotta admit, this is pretty sweet for what it is. I think he's gonna be very rare in the future. Him and Slash. For the second series, as far as we see right here. So the head moves. does bend out. Like I said, there's no joints anywhere else. There's no joints at the wrist, no joints at the elbow, and there's definitely no joints at the knee. So they kept it simple for children. And this one, 2014 Viacom Playmates, made in Hong Kong. Over here, what's that say? Yeah, just made in Chinese. My bad. So that's pretty much it right there for him. I gotta say, if I really wish they released Slash with these two. I mean, these two have been great. I mean, they are teamed up before, but then if you buy them like that, would people actually buy Snakeweed and Tigerclaw, or Baxter Stockman and Bite? Maybe, maybe not, because they had to put this popular one with something like a, what do you call it, track B to track A. But out of these series, or the second one, I had to say these two are my ultimate favorite right here. Super cool, super amazing. I love it a lot. Bite comes after, and like I said, he's right up there, and then Tigerclaw. Well, Baxter Stockman in there too. But keep your eyes open. There's more coming out very soon. They just released these guys right here, so keep your eyes open. I'm pretty sure everyone has them by now. If not, please keep your eyes open. Do not go online, because you know there's gonna be people out there saying it's super rare. So $10,000 just for this one. Ooh, you know, well, whatever. But so yeah, you don't get solo stuff. You actually get 2 packs, 2 of everything, which is cool. Wish they do that with the basic one, if you know what I mean. Yeah, get your hands on it. Seriously, comment. Put your thoughts on this. I want to hear you guys think behind all this. What do you think? Share it. Show it to your friends. Say, hey, man, maybe these things are cool. Because a lot of people are not big fan of this series. But to me, I am a huge fan of this. I think they're super cute. I know they're ninjas. I know they're not supposed to be super cute. They're supposed to be dark and mysterious and everything. And you know me. I love that stuff. But I can't pass by and not want one of these cute mini-sized turtle toys. You gotta admit, even though you may be hardcore and all that, but you gotta admit deep inside that you love these. Seriously, you gotta love these also. If you don't like it and you still think it's crap, what's your opinion? Is it because they're just too cutesy and you know in terms not like that, or maybe they're going against what they were or believed in or whatever? But to me, you gotta give it a chance. But I think the lowest one of all of these guys, like the worst thing they ever came out with, was April O'Neil and Splinter. I do not like how they came out. I got it because it is one of the hardest pieces going to be fine later on in the future. But, you know, they need love, you know. The toy needs love, and I will give them Splinter love. Splinter's slowly growing on to me. April, not so much. It just looks like I don't know, Molly Pocket or whatever you want to call her. Alright, so that's it right there. So, like I said, put your comments down, push like, it does help my video out. So, yeah, I thought I was missing something. I thought I was missing, maybe a few of these. I could put their review with the new ones, but no, it's just April and Splinter is the last one I need to review. And like I said, I'll put all their reviews underneath this one as well, so go ahead and check them out. It is a good collection. It will be collectible in the future. I have a feeling. I've never been wrong. They will be collectible in the future. So try to get your hands on them. Try to grow onto these things. And when that person don't grow onto you, they're really cool. I love them a lot. And I'm hoping, Playmates, please. If you like to do 2-packs, at least have 2-pack of Foot Soldiers so we can actually have a... Alright, sorry, my camera just died on me. I thought it was charged, but it went cut. So, as I was saying before I get cut off by my own camera, I'm hoping that Playmates will make doubles, you know, like, since we get 2 and 2, why don't we get 2 Foot Soldiers, you know, to build our little Foot Soldier army. I wouldn't mind doing that with these guys, you know, that'd be pretty sweet. But we all could wish. And hopefully, I heard Playmates hears or listens to their fans out there, so maybe it might come true. I don't know, fingers crossed. So anyways, guys, get your hands on the second series because I think they're very cool. And since we're already in the creation of mind that they're going to do some more stuff around it, like dojo turtle style like these. As I said, like those giant ones we have, well now they're going to be like this. There's a whole bunch coming out, so I'm excited about it. But I have to say that yes, it's true. These are my ultimate favorite ones right here. I mean, they're all ones are all cool and everything. I love the Casey Jones and Leatherhead, but these you can't say no to these. I love these are my favorite characters, and I love these. Um, so what is your ultimate favorite ones out of all in the list? From like like Slash, and you like back to Stockman to the last. I mean, the kind of rhyme, but which one's your favorite and which one's your least favorite out of the new ones and everything? If you notice anything different at all, like the paint job, or maybe yours is painted and mine's not painted, or so on and so on. Tell me, show me a picture or show me a video like, hey, yours is a little bit different than mine. He doesn't have painted spikes on yours, but mine does. Stuff like that. So that'd be cool. So show me if there's any vintage stuff on there, and check it out. Walmart had a little thing going on, and it was all sold out. Like it's no toys. They grab the new stuff. I asked the Walmart people if I could have the top part of the box, and they were cool. So, yep, got it. Bam. This big piece right here. I want to get the side ones, but it was built into the rest of the box, and I didn't have a blade, so I can't really cut through it and everything. So, yeah, I got me 4. So, I got one extra one for a buddy of mine, Chris, if you're watching. Got you one too for you and CJ. So I'm excited about that, and I'm gonna be hanging them on a wall. I got a good spot for them and everything. So yeah, I actually like it, and especially Mutation and Mix and Match is one of my ultimate favorite series. So that's so cool. I'm excited about that. So Walmart, thank you for letting me have this. Well, not all Walmart, but I don't know. But these guys were cool. These guys were cool. The guy and the girl, they actually helped me get them. Super nice, super nice. So remember, if you guys want to get stuff like that, you gotta ask the right people. If they're in a bad mood or just stingy on it, don't ask. They won't care. Ask someone who's really cool and down to earth and maybe in a good mood. Maybe they'll probably hook you up with the one. Because seriously, all they're gonna do is throw them in the trash. That's all they're gonna do. They're not gonna be like, oh no, we promised a collection. They said itself that they can't bring it home themselves, so they had to trash it. So why waste it? Collectors, go out there and look for it. But be careful, don't go in the back, because I'm pretty sure there's a camera back there and you might get in trouble for it. But just ask them. I mean, it'd be pretty cool if they let you have that. So if you guys have stuff like that, tell me, show me your pictures. I'd love to see what you guys got. But as far as right now, add these to your collection. These things are so cool, and they're going to be awesome later on in the future, because they're going to be collectible. I guarantee you they're going to be collectible. Alright guys, so let's go to do some oozing and look for some eBay villain. So until then, take care of yourself and happy hunting, everyone. Yes! Alright, so we're going to try to ooze Slash. I try to use a flush of ramen. He keeps falling off. I was like, dang it, dude. So let's do it this way. Seems he's doing pretty good like this. So yeah, like I said, I admit that this Slash looks a lot better than a basic one. I mean, he looks a lot better. I mean, you can see his head. He's got a little teeny tiny little head and a big body. I'm not a big fan of that, but I don't know. I just wish they made his head a little bit bigger on the basic Turtles toys. I don't know. what do you guys think? I mean, do you guys agree, disagree? I mean... But yeah, I know a lot of people were not a big fan of the heroes, or what do you call them? Half shell heroes. Because it's too cutesy or whatever, but, you know, it's maybe cutesy, but it's really cool looking. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I grew up with the comic books too, with the violence and darkness and all that stuff, but I don't know. I move the camera a little like this. Extreme close up. Whoa! Whoa! Sorry, Wayne's World moment. So I want to ooze my two favorite ones, my favorite characters, and I don't know, I just want to ooze these guys. These guys are my favorite ones. I mean, I could have asked which one you want to see ooze, but I prefer these guys. Baxter Stockman looks cool. Snakeweed looks pretty cool, but these two, like I said, these two are my favorite ones, my favorite characters. So, wow, the ooze just popped. Don't you fall over again. Don't you fall over. Yeah. It's the problem with people making toys with little feet and big bodies. It's like it's kind of hard for sometimes to balance them. So, oh look, it's making a cool looking bubble effect. Hopefully we'll get a Slash number, what, 17, you know, get the right paint job, the right skin color. What else? Painted the right spikes. But I don't want to complain too much. I mean, I'm very glad they brought Slash back in this one. I mean, he's supposed to be in 2003, the series ones. The one that Peter Lord was controlling. Yeah, he's supposed to be in that one, but like they said, they want to focus more on the Turtles to be the only mutant ones out there. But can't argue with the boss. It is his creation, you know, Peter and Kevin. But I'm just glad we have we're getting old school upgraded for the new generation for the kids to know what we grew up with. I think Slash looks pretty cool like this, so instead of having that book teeth thing going on like the old cartoon. You know what I'm talking about. I kind of question if they're going to give Slash that yellow eyeball thing like they did in the old comic book one. Okay, so it is now time to take pictures wherever my cell phone is. Doing that kitty cat thing looking for my cell phone. Oh, damn the man. I have no idea where my cell phone's at. Oh, it's over here. Okay. So, if you're new to this, I like to take pictures of the things. I have Ooze. And the best one that I Ooze will go on my, what do you call it, Instagram. What the heck is happening there? And then I'll let you guys decide if you like that, how it looks and everything. What else? And the rest of them goes straight to my Facebook. And like I said, I think this is kind of a cool looking art. No internet, no kidding. Yeah, so I do stuff like this. Take pictures. Like I said, I like that whole webbing looking to it. Kind of had like a different angle ones. Because we had to take pictures certain ways. And the one that, like I said, the one that looks really cool goes on my Facebook. Some of them don't even make it to the pictures. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. So, if you have Instagram or Facebook, feel free to add me, man. People, whichever you want to be called. Alright, so I guess you call it, this is that's pretty much it right here. Trying to get the rest of them. Yeah, it works. Alright, people, so I did my Ooze. It's going all over the table now. So, put your comments down. Put what do you think about this. I'd like to see your Ooze pictures. I like to do this. Your Ooze pictures and your collection. I mean, you could Ooze anything you want, not just turtles. It can mean He-Man, Ghostbuster, whichever you prefer. Like I said before, I like my Ooze thin because it looks cooler and you get that really cool effect. Let me show you before I forgot. I'm about to do this. But yeah, this is what it looks like before I start cleaning up. I love this look. I love this little Ooze webbing looking thing right here like that. I love that look because, I don't know, it just looks really cool. And when you have a thick Ooze, you can't really do that kind of stuff. So, yes. And I'm thinking like changing my main pictures for my turtle stuff into the Ooze version instead of like just regular picture. Come on, that's pretty freaking sweet. La, 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 la. Ah! Sorry, Slash. Alright, so let's go online and look for some eBay villain, shall we? Once my internet kicks in. I think the internet turned off for a little while, but we'll get online. So, yeah. Alright, it's eBay time, and we just reviewed, guys. Back to Stockman with Slash. And here's what the box looks like. Yes, this is what it looks like and everything. Stockman the Fly. Now, yeah. So here's what the guy's selling. That's what it says. 2015, whatever. And here's the person who's selling. Swan and Bad Girls. Okay. Obviously doing a good job on the selling, but they want $20 for this, right? $20 plus shipping is $3.50. Okay, guys, you could get this also for like $8, and it's still at the store right now. I mean, maybe you have to go hunting down and everything, but it's only $8 just to get it in person yourself. So you have to spend no more than $10 to $12 with these things. I don't know how much it costs out there in around the world, like Australia and all that. I'm pretty sure it's a little bit expensive more. But here, U.S. money, $20 now, guys. $8. Walmart, Target, Toys R Us, anywhere. Just, oh my God. Let's see what he says. Oh, these people, I swear. Brand new, unused, unopened. What? Okay, yeah. Bin is $20. Shipping bin is for action figure set. New package. Has a minor software, so it's not really, not in good shape. So why so much? Today's received. Feedback. Here's our feedback. You suck. That's your feedback. So yeah, guys. Seriously, this guy's. I don't know what you guys think. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a little bit more expensive somewhere else in our store, but $8 at the regular store, guys. I mean, put your comments down and tell me what you really think about this.